Sleep. It's something that, as college kids, we all look forward to at the end of the day, and something we usually don't get nearly enough of. Functional performance begins to degrade after 16 hours of being awake, and 21 hours is equivalent to a blood alcohol content of 0.08%, which is the blood alcohol limit for drunk driving in Canada, the US, and the UK, according to a study about sleep deprivation and motor performance. Sleep deprivation among all ages can have a major impact on the quality of life and can even cause permanent damage. Have you ever stayed up all night or even stayed up really late multiple nights in a row and started to feel that loopiness that comes with lack of sleep? Today I'm going to talk to you a little about sleep and why it's so important for us to get enough every night. So what are the components of sleep that we need every night to feel good in the morning? There are two major stages of sleep: rapid eye movement, or REM, and non-rapid eye movement, or NREM. The non-rapid eye movement takes up about 75% of total sleep and consists of 4 stages. Stage 1 makes up about 5% and is the transition between wakefulness and sleep. It's a relaxed state, but you are still somewhat aware and you might have some involuntary muscle jerking. Stage 2 makes up about 50% of sleep, and it is when you fall asleep but are still aroused relatively easy. In Stage 3, which makes up about 10% of sleep, arousal becomes more difficult. Finally, in the last 10% of Stage 4 sleep, there is the greatest depth of sleep called delta sleep. A person will have slower brain waves, hence the name delta, and the pulse, respiratory rates, and blood pressure all decrease, and all the muscles are generally relaxed. Next comes REM sleep. According to an article written by the NIH, during REM sleep, your brain and body are energized and dreaming occurs. This 25% of sleep is very important for the body because it gives the major organs the time and energy they need to recover from the day. Our eyes dart back and forth quickly, and large muscle groups are immobilized, resembling paralysis. Heart rate and blood pressure also increase, and breathing is irregular with periods of apnea, or no breathing. So now that we know exactly what sleep consists of, I'm going to tell you a little about how much sleep we're actually supposed to get every night. The effects of sleep deprivation start slowly with a loss of concentration, inattention, and impaired information processing. According to a study on the neurophysiological effects of sleep deprivation, lack of sleep increases the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. This article talks about using sleep-deprived people to conduct driving simulation tests, and they found that the hand-eye coordination was as bad or worse than people who were intoxicated. According to the National Department of Transportation, drowsy driving causes 1,500 deaths and around 40,000 non-fatal injuries each year. Sleep deprivation also magnifies the effect of alcohol in the body, so a person who is already fatigued will be more impaired than a well-rested person. In conclusion, sleep is a very important part of our life, and even if we are unconscious for the entirety of it, we still need to keep it in mind. Now that I've told you about what can happen with sleep deprivation, I'm sure you'll schedule in a couple more hours every night for sleep. Remember that sleep deprivation, either from regularly not allowing enough time for sleep or due to a physical or mental problem that prevents you from getting restful sleep every night, produces noticeable symptoms. Thank you.